This is going to be a story about how travel does not always work out the way we want it to. Surprisingly though, in 8 months of travel that Sydney and I have been on, we have had essentially zero major complications. We've had a few delayed flights, we've had some very crowded trains that have been uncomfortable, but we've never had a time when we've had to completely adjust our travel plans. We've never had a major complication. Well, that streak ends today. We are here at London-Heathrow Airport at Terminal 4, and we were heading to Belgrade, Serbia today. So we're gonna leave London and head over to the Balkan region again. We were really excited to get over there. We had such a great time in Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, and we were excited to check out a new country in Serbia that we're not familiar with and that we could kind of explore new territory. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it to Belgrade. For whatever reason, when I booked the flight, it didn't actually go through. And the weird thing was, on my credit card statement, there was definitely a charge. So I was very concerned at first. I was thinking that they had charged me without actually giving me anything for that charge. Turns out that it was the second flight that we booked from Belgrade to another location afterwards that was showing up on my statement. Those tickets were never purchased. The purchase never went through. So we showed up at the airport today with no plane tickets. And even though we were fairly early, we just weren't early enough to be able to rebook. And at that time, it would have been so expensive anyway. So I hate to say that we are not going to be able to make it to Belgrade. And, you know, we were excited to explore. And I'm really sorry if there's any Serbian viewers that were looking forward to us exploring their country and exploring their city. Trust me, we were looking forward to it as well. And this is going to be our first major complication of the year. It was bound to happen with how many flights and how many trains we've been on. It was bound to happen eventually. So the new plan is we're going to stay for another day and a half here in London. And we're always okay with that because we love it here in London. We love the UK. So a few extra days here is not too shabby. Really the only money we lost was on our Airbnb. We got half the refund, but not the entire refund. Everything else was able to be refunded. So this really, as far as airport complications go, it's not too bad. So I don't want to sit here and act like I'm some victim. I know everybody's been through it. I know it's just something you have to deal with when you're traveling. And considering that we're full-time travelers and this is the first real complication we've had, we should actually consider ourselves pretty lucky. We're going to be heading out tomorrow night and going to a location that I will not disclose yet. But I just wanted to share that with you and let you know what happened. We're really sad to not be going to Serbia. It was another country we're going to check off our list, and unfortunately that will not be happening at least this year. But hopefully we'll get there at some point, and for now we'll just enjoy an extra day and a half here in London. In times like these, at least I have an iced coffee, and we have Tyrrell's crisps. These are my favorite crisps in the UK. Sea salt and cider vinegar. So now we just missed our bus that we need for the hotel by literally seconds. And it's starting to rain a little bit. It's just not our day. The 555 bus is the one we were supposed to get on. Another one came by, but the driver told us that he was not going in the direction we needed. I guess there's multiple routes to this bus line. The next one is in an hour. I think we're out of luck. I think we just have to go take a taxi. This day just keeps getting better. Please, please, please let this be under a £10 fare. Under a £10 fare, please. We have officially made it to the hotel, so the pain is over, at least for today. I am a little disappointed with what happened today. I'm usually not one to complain about travel complications, but this just seemed like it could have been avoided. I never got an email from Air Serbia telling me that the confirmation never went through, that the payment never went through, and that I never received the tickets. I did get a confirmation email right after the purchase, but then just never heard from them again. And it turned out that we were never booked for the flight. So it's unfortunate because we were looking forward to coming to Serbia, and you know, we were going to show them on the channel, we were going to help them with tourism, and it just seemed like they didn't really want to do much to help us get there. And I would love to go to Belgrade at some point, so I'm definitely not giving up just because of this one bad experience. Definitely willing to give it a second chance at some point, but because we have other plans made for the rest of the year, it's just not going to be able to happen. So hoping to get to Belgrade and hoping to get to Serbia at some point in my lifetime, and hopefully it'll be a good experience and that will just wash away the memory of all of this. But yeah, it's kind of sad, and you know, we're just not going to be able to do what we thought we were going to do, and it is what it is. So it'll be nice to just spend the night here. Good morning, everyone. It's a new day full of new possibilities. It turns out we are going to the Balkans. We are not going to Serbia, but we are going to a different location in the Balkans today. We are right across the street from Heathrow Airport. That's probably where you can hear all the noise. There's a plane taking off. Heading to Spain, I think. So we booked a hotel right across the street from Heathrow Airport. However, our flight will be leaving from Gatwick Airport, which is south of London, which means we get the fun experience of going on the National Express coach bus and going an hour to Gatwick. So let the adventure begin. We have made it to Heathrow's central bus terminal, which is very noisy, so I apologize about that as I'm filming here on my phone. Buses pretty much going to every corner of the country here in England. A lot of people making their connections here, so very chaotic, lots of noise. I'm hoping we don't have to spend too much time here. Our bus is about half an hour to Gatwick. Our coach has been delayed 15 minutes, so we are now running on about 27 hours here at Heathrow Airport. London, I love you, but I'm so ready to get out of here. Finally, she's here. We are at Gatwick. We are through security. This long journey is almost over. It's about 4 p.m. right now, actually after 4 p.m. And we arrived at Heathrow yesterday a little before 11 a.m., which means we are now 29 hours in and around London airports, working on 30 hours. So that's been the journey. We are very close to boarding the plane, about half an hour till boarding, and then we will finally go to our destination.